Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Today I'm back with an explosive update that's sure to get every Mission Impossible fan's heart racing. The moment we've all been waiting for over the past year is finally here. Yes, I'm talking about none other than Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, Part 2. A film that has already sparked global excitement and taken fan expectations to sky-high levels. The seventh installment in the legendary Mission Impossible franchise is moving toward its climactic conclusion. And once again, Tom Cruise is ready to do what only he can: take on the most impossible mission to save the world. Just imagine, my friends, this sequel picks up exactly where Dead Reckoning Part 1 left off. Ethan Hunt and his team had just faced a mysterious AI system known as the Entity. And now, that threat has grown even more dangerous and unpredictable. This time, the mission isn't just about saving the present, it's about saving a future we haven't even lived yet. The story resumes amid a high-voltage mission aboard a speeding train, where Ethan and his team are engaged in a breathtaking operation. The shocking death of Ilsa Faust has shaken the team to its core, and Ethan is now fighting not only for the mission but also for justice and vengeance. The biggest threat Ethan now faces isn't Gabriel. It's something far more terrifying and unpredictable: an invisible, intelligent artificial system that no one can fully understand. This AI can manipulate governments, initiate wars, and seize control of global systems in an instant. This time, the story blends emotion, suspense, high-tech warfare, and raw action, all on the signature level of Tom Cruise, where every stunt is real, every emotion authentic, and every mission larger than life. Now let's talk about the release date. It's officially confirmed that Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 2 is scheduled for a worldwide release on May 25th, 2026. Yes, mark your calendars, because on that day, theaters around the world will witness a cinematic explosion. Although the film's release had previously been postponed multiple times, Tom Cruise and the makers have now locked this date, and it's final. A new chapter of action will be written on May 25th. Just imagine the scale of the film's budget. When Tom Cruise jumps out of a helicopter, performs real stunts on top of a speeding train, shoots underwater for hours, and everything is captured using IMAX cameras, the budget is bound to skyrocket. According to reports, the film's total budget is around $320 million, making it the most expensive film in the Mission Impossible franchise. This enormous budget accounts for international locations, high-octane stunts, advanced VFX casting, and the incredible effort of the technical team. Shooting took place in locations like Europe, Iceland, Italy, and Dubai, each setting acting as a character in itself. Coming to the star cast, it's bigger and more impressive than ever before. Tom Cruise returns once again as Ethan Hunt, joined by Simon Pegg, Ving Rhames, and emotional flashbacks of Rebecca Ferguson's character. Hayley Atwell is back with even more intense action, and her character Grace has been developed significantly in this sequel. Ilsa Morales reprises his role as Gabriel, emerging fully as the film's primary antagonist, not merely an agent, but the human face of the AI that has shaken the world to its core. And that's not all. The film introduces several new characters. One of the most exciting additions is Pom Klementieff, known for her role as Mantis in Guardians of the Galaxy, now portraying a deadly silent assassin posing a serious threat to Ethan's team. British actress Vanessa Kirby also returns in her role as the White Widow, and this time her character could very well change the course of the entire mission. Now just think about what this film can achieve at the box office with such a massive budget, a star-studded cast, and a global icon like Tom Cruise leading the charge. According to trade analysts, the film could open worldwide with a staggering $250 to $300 million in its first weekend alone. And if word of mouth is positive, which seems very likely, the film could rake in between $900 million and $1 billion globally. These figures are not mere speculation, but realistic expectations based on Tom Cruise's proven track record. His last film, Top Gun: Maverick, earned over $1.4 billion worldwide, so it's not far-fetched to believe that Dead Reckoning Part 2 could join the billion-dollar club and break new records. As for the emotional depth of the story, this is not just about a mission. It's a tale of relationships that transcend time, duty, and even death. Every decision Ethan Hunt makes now lies at the crossroads of heart and responsibility. He knows one wrong move could destroy not just his team, but the entire world. This story picks up right where it left off, where Ethan has made up his mind that this time, he will eliminate the threat at any cost, even if it means sacrificing his own life. After the tragic train incident, Ethan is shattered. His closest teammate, Ilsa, is no longer alive. Grace, once seen by him as just a petty thief, has now become an integral part of his team. Benji and Luther are handling the technical front with precision, but this time, the threat isn't just from enemies. It's from time itself. The AI system known to the world as the Entity has now infiltrated every data stream, satellite, weapon, and global network. And the most terrifying part, it belongs to no nation and answers to no one. Events begin unfolding across the globe that prove the Entity is spiraling out of control. The New York Stock Exchange is wiped out in an instant, Russian missiles suddenly change their targets. China's air defense systems malfunction without warning. All of this, the handiwork of the entity. And at the center of this chaos stands one man, the only biological key to this entire system, Gabriel. Gabriel, once a trusted ally of Ethan Hunt, has now become the human face of the entity. Not only does he challenge Ethan's mission, but he haunts him with memories from the past, trying to break his spirit from within. Ethan knows that to stop Gabriel, he must find the key that unlocks the entity's core. The problem? That key has been split into two parts and hidden on opposite ends of the world. One half lies within an old submarine frozen beneath the Arctic Ocean, a relic from a long-abandoned secret project, now hijacked by the entity to serve as its primary server. The other half is hidden amidst a high-level diplomatic summit, where world leaders suspect one another and tensions rise, each thinking the other might be in control of the entity. Ethan and his team must now split up. Benji and Luther provide critical tech backup. Ethan and Grace set out toward the sunken submarine buried beneath layers of ice. This mission is far from easy. Deep waters, sub-zero temperatures, and the entity's ever-growing influence ticking like a time bomb. Everything is stacked against them, making this mission truly impossible. The film dives into its most grand and explosive action sequences during this stretch. An adrenaline-pumping ski chase through icy terrains, a breathtaking underwater battle inside a submerged sub, and a heart-pounding race against time to activate the biometric key. These are the moments that define Mission Impossible. And then comes the climax, the ultimate showdown between Ethan and Gabriel. Gabriel taunts Ethan, declaring that he can never defeat the entity, a system that has evolved far beyond the limits of human comprehension. But Ethan stands firm and replies with a powerful line. Technology may defeat man, but it can never defeat humanity. And with that begins the final fight. Not a battle of weapons, but of belief and justice. In the midst of this chaos, Grace, who once saw herself as nothing more than a thief, finds her true purpose. She activates the final override code that can destroy the entity once and for all, knowing full well it might cost her life. Then comes the most emotional moment in the film. Ethan risks everything, even his own life, to save her. The entity is finally deactivated through a deep code program. Global systems begin restoring themselves, the world regains balance. But in the process, Ethan disappears. No one knows if he's alive or dead. Grace and the rest of the team believe he made the ultimate sacrifice. But in the film's final moments, we catch a glimpse, a silhouette on a distant mountaintop, hinting that Ethan may still be alive, having chosen to walk away from the world he saved. And with that, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 2 comes to a close. A film that's not just about action and thrill, but also sacrifice, loyalty, and the human spirit. It's a story that not only showcases cutting-edge technology and espionage, but also raises a profound question. Are we becoming slaves to the very systems we created? The success of this film doesn't depend solely on the script, the action, or the cast. It hinges on whether the audience connects with its deeper message. But looking at Tom Cruise's complete immersion in this role, the extraordinary scale of production, and the passion poured into every frame, it's safe to say this film could easily cross the $1 billion mark at the global box office. According to trade reports, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 2 might even break advance booking records before release. After all, Tom Cruise is no longer just an actor, he's a brand. And Mission Impossible is a name audiences trust blindly when they walk into a theater.